is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Sean in Canada. Hey, Sean, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how's it going, brother?
It's going great, man. How you doing?
I'm a huge fan of the show. I just found out about you guys within the last month and a half.
Okay.
And I can't believe, I'm like, where did these guys come from?
How did you find out about us?
Sometimes I'll go in the search engine and try to find some market analysis.
Okay, man. Welcome to the Tiger family. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm just excited to watch your bids. I get a lot out of them. I really love the intros you do and the excitement and the energy, and you guys are pretty special.
Well, we get a great network, man, and there's a lot of diversity, man, and we're really lucky. Thank you so much for calling, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Sean. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too, bud.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. You are responsible for your own happiness. Happiness never comes from outside of you. If you put your happiness into someone else's hands, they can always take it away. Happiness can only come from inside you and is a result of your love. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 12, NASDAQ up 14, S&P's flat. Gold contract down. Gold contract up $2.90, trading at $12.16 an ounce. Silver up 17 cents, $15.75 an ounce. Platinum flat at $9.01 an ounce. Copper up 2.5 pennies at $2.67 a pound. Light sweet crude up 70 cents, $45.30 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 2 ticks, 125.05. 30-year bond up 1 tick, 152.01. Now, both the notes and the bonds, they both rejected lower price once again. Bottom line, we'll see if we get a sign of strength in the next few days. King dollar down 322 ticks, trading at 95.455. King dollar just can't get a bid, folks. Bottom line, that's building cause to get down into the 92 to 91 area. You have the euro trading at 114 to the U.S. dollar. That's breaking out again. The yen is at 113.85 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? I'm going to bring up the futures first, folks, because what we have out here is at 11:30 this morning, you went south. It was fast. It was furious. It was all of the above. And ES, and what I expect we're going to see, and we very well could see coming into the close out here, is we'll go right after this high volume low. So at 11:10 this morning, 5 minutes, we went from a price point of 24.25 down to 24.10. Heartbeat, fast, furious, all of the above. We made it all the way back up. Typical counter trend bounce and a market that's getting more volatile. Bottom line, we'll see how this closes out. What I do expect is that you're going to get more selling coming into the close. That would be quite a close, though, if we actually do get down there. If we don't get down there today, we're going to be down there tomorrow. Bottom line, that's how that shakes out. So that has a high volume low out there. That baby wants to get tested. That's in this. So now that's intraday. Let's bring up the daily. And the daily, what you have is this: you get a sideways move in the SPY. We're down 14 cents. No big deal. You're at 34 million. Dow Industrial, same type of setup inside the Dow. Dow out here today got down to a price point of 21,279. Right now you're at 21,424 and you're up 16 ticks. The composite, NASDAQ composite and the NDX 100, they are basically the weakest out here. Composite right now is up $16. You're at 61.92. The high of yesterday was 61.91. The NDX 100, the Qs out here are up 37 cents. You're at 139.03. The high of yesterday was 139.98. Is that right? No, 138.98. So we're over the high of yesterday. Bottom line, I don't expect we're going to stay over that high, but we'll see how this shakes out as we come into the close. We take a look at the NQs. What you're going to see inside the NQs, the futures, is that you're going to see the futures also sank down and from 57.11 down to 56.67 in a heartbeat. You made a counter trend bounce all the way back up, and what that sets up, you get a high volume swing low that is going to get tested. The real question is it going to get tested out here today or not? Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract trading low of 1207 or 1216.30 right now. Bottom line is that good showing. I want to see more volume though. Bottom line, I also want to get us inside the 1217.80 number. So 1217.80, folks, is the swing point from the 9th of May. We broke that last Friday with the vengeance. We went from 1228 to 1206. When you break something like that, conviction, yeah, it'll take a bit to get back inside of it. That's what we're looking for. XAU, the HUI, they're acting nice. The equities themselves getting some nice juice in them. The XAU trading up 37 cents. You're at $80.30. That got back inside the range yesterday, meaning the higher range. That was 77.46 in the XAU. HUI also got back in the higher range yesterday. This is trading 184 yesterday. Just had to get back inside 180. So bottom line, if we get one more day like this, what you're going to see is that the whole downtrend that has been in place since June 6th, bottom line, would be broken. It's not broken yet, meaning the downtrend is not broken yet. You get back inside that, that will be broken. Notes, 10-year note. What do we have with the 10-year note? 10-year note, yesterday, rejected lower price. We had lighter volume. Today, you're making like a U. If you just take the letter U, that's what we're doing right now. Now, when you get that in the market, whether it's at highs or at lows, what you're looking for, what I'm specifically looking for, is the next day, which would be tomorrow, is a sign of strength. You know, we've been down here for 4 days. It's rejected lower price each and every day. Yesterday was a nice setup. Try to get down to the lows. Volume contracted dramatically. You got to have it up slightly today. Bottom line, we want to see that sign of strength. The 10-year yield right now is at 2.36. We go take a look at the 30-year bond, what we have with the 30-year. 30-year is the same type of setup. Now, with the 30-year is stronger, and the 30-year never got down to its strength from the 17th of May. That lower number was 150.21. You know, bottom line, we get down on Friday to 150.118. So the 30-year showing it also wants higher price. That being said, it's going to need a sign of strength, because what you did have last Friday is that these babies got hammered. Well, actually, the bond market was on Thursday. And King Dollar, folks, kiss it goodbye. King Dollar looks like it's now going to make the run for the 92 to 91 area. You've done 14,000 contracts out here today. Hasn't been able to get any traction topside. This is going to go after the swing low that was established out here on the 30th of June, which is 95.225. We can be there in about a heartbeat, too. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 24. NASDAQ is up 18. S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Will the S&P 500 continue to climb? For bold trades on U.S. large-cap stocks in either direction, trade SPXL, SPUU, or SPXS. Directions Daily S&P 500 Bull and Bear Leveraged ETFs. Direction Leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 20. You get the Nasdaq up 17. S&Ps are flat. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the first hour. Now, don't forget, folks, Basil is a great show right here at TFNN every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget, all the programming at TFNN, folks, you can get right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com in your browser. You just hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great HD quality video as well as audio. Now, as you're over to TFNN, you can test drive Basil's newsletter, the opening call. The way you do that, you go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters, you see the opening call. You can test drive Basil's newsletter 30 days absolutely free. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Very good. Thank you.
Cool. So, what do we got up here? We got the Dow Industrials. What are we looking at?
Yes. So what we've got here on the left is the Dow Daily. In the middle is the Dow Weekly. And here on the right is the Dow Monthly. And what we're looking at is, considering that on the 10th of June, we made a high of 21,535 and dropped about 400 points to the 21,197 area, we're right in the middle of that range. And this has been, today was an exact example that we've seen for the last 5-6 years. Sharp decline and buyers come in. But what is really interesting is that within the techniques that I use, you can see that the pattern that we're looking at, let me just expand a little bit so we can see it. The pattern that I'm looking at has so far been showing lower lows and lower highs, with that one spike on the 3rd of July where we went to 21,562. But what I was saying on my show this morning is that it's really nice if one learns how to use trend lines just as a guide. And you can see that this trend line that started from the high of 21,535 in the Dow on the 10th of June, pull back, and then it stopped right at 21,506 on the 26th of June. And every time it made a low, it stopped right on that trend line, except for the one day of July the 3rd. And the next day, it kind of tried to go higher, and then it fell. And yesterday, it stopped exactly on the line. Okay. And so far today, it stopped right on the line. And you can see the MACD is very weak. Stochastics at 55%, trying to turn up with the on-balance volume. So far, this is a really good candle, but I don't usually like these long wicks unless it's down at a decisive low that you've been going to for quite a while. So this is kind of in the middle of the range. I'm suspecting that there's still enough rotation going. This is what we've been talking about for quite a while. In fact, we've been talking about it since the March 3rd high in the Dow. And I said, this is just a very long consolidation in the Dow in a trading range, and that we're seeing the Qs, that's the NDX 100, take the market and then all the other indices to highs. Since the QQQ series have been very weak, and I'll show you right now what I mean, even today, this is a nice candle, but look how far down we are. We're at 143.90 on the 9th of June in the QQQ series, dropped to the 135s, now you're at 139, 4 points higher. These are nice, good 3 candles, but the MACD and stochastic are really working very hard. My belief here is that the SMHs, that's the semiconductor index, and the XLK, that's the S&P tech sector, and the QQQs were really leading on the way up. Now what they're doing is they're in this digestive phase, and that's going to impact the other markets. So what I've said to subscribers, we're going to remain very selective. We're going to have shorts and longs. That's exactly what we've got. And it's very interesting that if I said to you under these conditions, where do you think the autos are? It would be hard to expect that they're rallying, but we actually own GM. We have a position in GM, and it's doing very nicely here. Now look at the weekly candle. Look at the week hasn't closed. It's just not even halfway through. But it's a green candle, and that's very nice action. I'm not sure what's doing it, but it was the analysis that I decided that we want to start a position in GM. You can see this beautiful cup formation, and it's basically walking the 9-period exponential moving average. We're in at about 34.50, and right now it's at 35.41. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, hey, this is very nice action within the market. So I think you have to be very selective. I don't think you should be afraid. If you want to go short, you just have to put in your buy stop. If you want to go long, just put in your stop and let the chart formations tell you what to do, because within a consolidation, we've seen how the IBB, which basically led the market up all the way into 2015, and then it came very sharply down from 400 to 240, has had a very nice retracement. Now it's starting to stall even with today's move. It's only up just a little bit in this pattern right here. This is another one that we're actually short in the newsletter. I'm thinking that the IBB, if it takes out, it's at 312 right now. If it takes out the 308 support, goes to the 307 level or lower, I think you could have quite a sharp move to the downside. So this is the selectivity that we're looking at. And when I was actually at the gym this morning, I see the ticker go by, and I'm looking at some of the biotechs moving up sharply. I thought, gee, but it was very selective. There was a good report for a couple of the trials in progress, so that affected them. But you can see that the core of the IBB not moving. So I'm trying to be very selective. And when we're looking at the Dow, if I had to give you parameters to look at, a takeout of 2190 support would suggest that the weekly chart, this is very interesting. When I did for my subscribers over the weekend, when I was showing the different indices, I kept saying we've got sell modes in some of the indices in the daily charts, and yet you look at the Dow and the S&P, they haven't even given a sell signal yet.
Okay.
So that's what I mean by rotation. That I think you have to treat it in time and selectively in the stocks or whatever you're looking at, and just do it one step at a time, because until there's a decisive close under the 9-period moving average in the weekly, which would be at 21,260, that's the line, but I want to close, I'd actually like to see a close under 21,190 in the weekly chart. Then I'd say, oh, okay, finally we're rolling over. But what I did show, and this is also very interesting because it trades basically 24 hours a day, the E-mini, this is the September contract, in the daily has had this large arch formation, and although it hasn't broken down, it's still not breaking the trend line, that same trend line resistance I showed in the Dow. You can see the dashed line here, and in the weekly chart you can see the technicals are starting to deteriorate, and yet the price hasn't broken down, but it's unable to really break out. So in this case, I'd be saying under 2,400 in the E-mini, And that's going to, for the first time, a signal that the weekly is starting to get into a sell signal.
Yeah, it seems like the S&P and the Dow is messing with your 9 period pretty heavily, right?
That's interesting that you say that, because what I say, I call it walking the 9-period moving average. But what I had said over the, and I was thinking of you the other day when I typed it, I said it's basically hugging the 9-period moving average. It's like a yo-yo going up and going down. Yeah, it's wiggling around, and that says to me that until it can break away decisively, this is the S&P we're looking at, down 61 cents. And this is another thing that's quite, it's not unusual, but it does happen. You've got the NASDAQ now rallying somewhat, and yet the S&P's flat. This is just a real mixed market.
Listen, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters. You'll see the opening call, test drive at 30 days, absolutely free. And don't forget, every trading day right here, 11 to 12. Basil, thanks so much. You have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you, Tom. You too.
Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow Industrials right now are trading up 16, Nasdaq's up 17, S&P's are flat. If we go and take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside these markets, start with the Dow Industrials. The strength inside the Dow is Boeing. Boeing is putting 16 positive points in. Goldman's putting 9. Caterpillar's putting 3. Taken away from it, United Health is taking away 5. Big Mac, McDonald's is taking away 4. 3M 4. Travelers 4. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness. Strength out here is Western Digital. That's up 2.9%. You have Illumina up 2.7, Micron Tech's up 2.5, and Tesla's up 2.8. Taken away from it, Ultra Salon is down 4.5%. You have American Airlines off 1.8%. Paychecks is down 1.8%, and automatic data is down 1.6%. Now, this is going to be interesting. Let's go over to Paychecks and automatic data. So both of those are payroll services. So you'd think that it's going to be more jobs, they're going to make more money. We use Paychecks. I've used them forever. They're great services. They're inexpensive for what they do, that's for sure. So Paychecks went from $20 all the way up to 60. Yeah, this isn't bad. This is just a one-way deal, I guess. Yeah, you get a consolidation. So 53, it can come down, it's 56. It's no big deal. When Basil was just talking about the auto industry, it's intriguing because he was talking about the new cars. But if you look at AutoZone, now this is one of the leaders. This thing is in tough shape here. And if you want to see something that goes to the moon and then looks like it's going to give it up, I mean, in an extraordinary way, AutoZone is the number. So check this out. AutoZone 2008 was at $98. It goes from $98 straight up, first leg till 2015. Gets to $789. Tops out at $800. Right now you're trading 507, 501, hit 500 today. This is in big trouble. Man, this thing wants to come down to 378, and it can go back to 169. Now that would be a haircut extraordinaire, and that is the replacement business. We go look at, thanks Duffy, ORLY, which is O'Reilly Automotive. That's trading 174 right now, and same number, pretty amazing. This started out at $21, 10 bagger goes up to 291. Now you're at 174 with vicious volume. So this one here wants to go to 101. At 10, you know, if they actually go there, that's the 2/3 hit, folks. 66% down from the highs. So bottom line is that when you get scores like this, take your money and run. You know, because I know it's hard to comprehend, like, how can it go so high, number one, but then how can it come back down so quick? So if we look at the numbers on it, yeah, the numbers are saying that they're going to make more money. But guess what? They're selling it. And last year they took in $8.6 billion. This year they're saying they're going to take in $9 billion, 9.6 next year. That's on O'Reilly. If we take a look at AZO, let's see what they have to say. We will see these numbers change. That's the bottom line, because the way that chart is laid out. So AutoZone, yeah, incrementally they're saying that they're going to go up also. $10.6 billion they took in 2016. They say they're going to take in $10.9 billion this year. We'll find out. We'll find out, won't we? The numbers, they're kind of, so AutoZone comes out on the 21st of September. So that's a late one coming out. Coming out this Friday, if we go over to the XLF, this will be intriguing. So the XLF right now, trading down slightly, trading down 16 cents. And you don't have an expansion of volume. In order to get the lower price, this thing's got to get some kind of expansion of volume going. But what we will have, and we're going to know soon enough, is Friday, JP Morgan is going to kick off the banks. That's at 7 o'clock. They're coming out with their numbers this Friday. Bank of America, I believe, is at 8 o'clock. Oh, they're at 6:45. So, this is interesting. So Bank of America is going to beat JP Morgan by 15 minutes. Is that right? Hold on one second. No, I think that's the 18th. Yeah, the JP Morgan kicks it off. That's going to be on Friday. And then Bank of America is on Tuesday. Citigroup also on Friday. That's at 8 o'clock. Wells Fargo, WFC, on Friday also. Berkshire, BRK. Berkshire Hathaway still is the largest weighting structure inside the XLF. That's going to be August 4th. Berkshire, hasn't been able to hold a bid. You get a high out here of 177. You're at 169. and we'll see. I mean, that's really still at highs. You're only $10 off the high, but we'll see whether we get any more juice on the way down. We go take a look at the GLD. The GLD, of course, is the ETF structure for the physical gold market. And what you had out here yesterday, we rejected lower price out here yesterday. You're inside the larger range. What we do need here, though, is a sign of strength. We don't have a sign of strength yet, but that's what we need. We were talking about Snap yesterday. Snap got under the IPO price at the close yesterday. It went to $16.95. Today, it's down to $15.51. This IPO price was $17, and the way that good old Snap is trading, it looks like we are dealing with you're dealing with a small ABC down, which would bring you down to approximately $13, $14. So bottom line, buyer beware. Stay away from Snap right now. I can see why people want to buy it too. There's no doubt about it. After you have those successes inside the eBay, the Facebooks of the world, Google. Well, Google's been out there a long time, but Snap, don't touch it right now. You get a tech downdraft, then we'll see how low it goes, and because I suspect someone is going to buy Snap, folks. That they'll buy that baby out, whether it's 2 or 3 years from now. I don't think it's going to be a standalone deal. The XLK, of course, have all the high flyers inside it. When I talk about the high, that's up 18 cents right now, trading $55. And we say the high flyers, what you have is this. You have Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Google. Those are the top 5 holdings inside that. Now, the intriguing thing about the NQs right now is that they came off the highs on the 9th of June, huge volume off the highs, haven't been able to make it through that level, already tested the lows of the 18th of May, and that's where we had a high volume low, and we came down to that high volume low with high volume once again. So the way that this is set up is that, we will get another test of that low. The first low on the weekly basis was 64 million. The second was 71. So when you see something like that you have a high volume low, you go higher, you come back and test that high volume low, and the test is higher, and the price holds, guess what? You'll do a bounce, and boom, you are coming right back down and to test that level. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials up 23, NASDAQ up 22, S&P's up $1.50. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2020, 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 19. NASDAQ is up 18. Let's go take a look at Ulta. So Ulta, big high flyer. Great business plan. This is Ulta Beauty. They operate a chain of beauty stores. If you've seen them, they're just big box stores. The low for the year is 225. The high is 314. They're coming out with their numbers on August 14th. We bring this back, and what you're going to see is that you're down 6 weeks in a row. You're down from 314. You're at 256. Let's see what we got. Okay, 237. Looks like 237 is the number. That's where that looks like that baby wants to run into. And if we get volume at 237, then you get game at 207. Let's go to Mike in Loveland, Colorado. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How you doing today?
How you been?
I'm doing great. Life is good. Heading for Montana tomorrow for a week of fishing.
Yeah.
So
life
is good.
Man, I got to go to Montana. That's a state I've always wanted to see. Montana. Yeah.
You must absolutely go to the Yellowstone River and just sit there and have a drink.
It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep, it's good. I really want to buy COPX, but there's no volume today. I'm afraid it might pull back. What do you think?
Let's take a look. We got COPX. I see. This is the Global X Minor ETF. Seeks investment results that correspond to the price and yield performance of the Global Copper Miners Index. Now, let me just see something for a second. Okay, I see. So it is it's got a bunch of stocks in it. They're not all copper stocks, but they have copper in them, that's for sure. You get Southern Copper, which is the largest copper stock. You get Cas Minerals. I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure, let's see, Cas, that trades in London. So that's full copper also. Okay, so COPX, let's take a look at it. First, I'm going to go over and take a look at the copper contract. Okay, let's do that first. So, okay. HGU, we're on HGU 7. Okay, so we're at up 2.5 pennies. You get 60,000 contracts traded. You're at 267. Okay, so this is saying it wants to go to 271. If you break that, you get action. Okay, so I like what that looks like. I'm familiar with SCCO, so let me go look at that stock. So SCCO, this is Southern Copper. Oh, yeah, that's a good setup, man. Okay, so Southern Copper, this has been in a consolidation since January. And it looks like today, it's peeking its head, over that downtrend that started February 10th. So that says it wants to go to 39 COPX. Yeah, I'd bite, I guess. I mean, you know what you have here? Well, yeah, you have an ABC up anyway. You have a small ABC up. You got 21.
So when you have a big pullback in volume between yesterday and today, will we probably start the day tomorrow down a little and then
Not necessarily.
reverse?
Yeah, not
necessarily.
necessarily. No.
Okay. In
But
theory,
I see
yeah.
what he's talking about, folks, is that you were pushing into the swing point yesterday with volume, big volume. You did, well, for this ETF, big volume, you did 74,000 shares. You're only doing 24 today. But you get the price spread going with you. And what's also happened is this, like a couple of the Tigers are saying that, you know, BHP is up, Valley is up. Now, I happen to own Valley. And what happens, folks, okay, depending on how long you've seen cycles, you know, I've been watching Valley. I actually have Valley inside the gold report. I haven't traded it for a long time, but we bought it a couple weeks ago. I really like the idea that iron ore started moving. And it started moving higher. Yeah, watch, I'll bring it up for you. Because it seems that so iron ore has just gone from $422 a ton to $494. Now, that's not a lot, because 6 months ago we were at $685. But now zinc is also moving to highs. And what seems to happen is that you have these base metals start moving, and I've seen this before, and then all of a sudden the precious metals start moving. You know, and copper, you know, of course, is a base metal, but I think you get action there in the copper market, man. That's what it looks like.
Real quick, can we finally celebrate the end of the slam for Great Panther? I'm feeling pretty good about it this week.
So let's take a look at it. Great Panther, you know, has been basing out since the 25th of April. I like what it looks like. You know, well, two different things end up happening with Great Panther. Is that when the market got smoked last week, you know, Great Panther still only went from 122 and held at 115. That was impressive. Yesterday it had strength, you know, and I like what it looks like, man. You know, I particularly like, let's go over to the silver market for a second, because a lot of these silvers yesterday looked really weak before the market opened. Then the market opened, silver rejected lower price. Take a look at PAAS. This broke its whole consolidation. Yesterday it went down to 1508. You're at 1628. That's a nice indication, man, that it's a false break downtown, you know? So, yeah. So the same with Great Panther. Yeah, I like the deal, man, you know?
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, man, have a great one. Have a safe one. And if we take a look at a couple of others, if you go take a look at Hecla, folks, this is in the silver market. What you can see with Hecla, you know, Hecla never made it to this low, which is 461, made it to 481. That takes off topside yesterday. Now Hecla's in this larger range. So you're at 519, and it says there it wants to go to 616. AG, which is First Majestic. First Majestic is trading 780. And this baby also broke its low of 705. Yesterday we went to, oh no, we didn't, went to 708. So that's a good indication too. So bottom line is that many of the silvers saved themselves. They got down to the lower end of their range. Few of them busted them. And the way that works, when you get a breakout or a breakdown and you have a failure, those probability-wise are really sweet trades, because what ends up happening, you get a breakout and it fails. What ends up happening, it comes back in that range. It will go all the way down to the bottom of the other range, meaning the consolidation. You get a breakdown, and it's a false breakdown. It breaks down, gets everyone out of the stock because the stops are all underneath it, comes back inside the range again. Guess what? Now it's going to the top of the range. And the ranges that we have inside the metals market right now are pretty large for the context of the price that these stocks are at. We go over to Franco, Nevada. Franco, Nevada, bottom line, making a run now for 76. You're at 71, and that's an all-time high. Royal Gold and both of these royalty stocks. Royal Gold. For some reason, Royal Gold is really strong, folks. I mean, that took off like a rocket ship on May 11th, and I suspect it's going to take off like a rocket ship and just blow away the $81 price point. Right now, you're at 79. Its all-time high is at 100. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And we do have the API coming in after the bell. That's a beautiful thing, P. Thank you, man. Stay right there. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Coming into the close out here, you have the Dow Industrials, up 8. You get the NASDAQ up 16. S&Ps are down 1. And bottom line is that I suspect, you're going to get small selling here. But what is intriguing is that so the highs to the lows in the Dow Industrials today were pretty intriguing. You had the low out here of 21,279. The high out here was 21,441. And I suspect we're going to lay out here and probably go slightly negative. Inside the S&P, we take a look at the E-minis. E-minis out here, ESU7. E-minis right now are basically flat, so you can have a small doji out here. At highs, you can have light volume. Bottom line is that you don't have a lot of buyers out here. And what you do have, folks, is that you have a market that is very nervous. There's no two ways about that. You don't need much information out here to tank the market, to tank it very quickly. We had a good indication of that this morning when the market, the S&Ps went down 10 points. That was, fast, furious, all of the above, So when you get fast moves like that, for some reason, what seems to happen before you do get big downdrafts in the marketplace, you get these kinds of moves, And do I have a call? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go to Mike in Toronto. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Yeah, hi there, Tom. Can you look at Imperial Oil?
Sure. So
Toronto?
Imperial Oil.
IMO.
Okay. The low for the year is 27. The high is 36.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me pull this.
Can you look at the monthly?
Yes. Okay. Okay, so I see what you're looking at. Cool. Okay, so what he's looking at is going all the way back to 2008. You had a high volume low of $23.
Mm-hmm.
You came down and tested 25 in January.
What's the October 2008 low?
It's 23.83. This is not a bad setup, man. Yeah.
But what's your low? 28.05 or 26.37?
I have the first test was 25.55, which was on the week of the 29th of January. The low is actually 23.84. But that's not a bad setup, man. If you're playing just the consolidation going to like 33.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're looking at the U.S. quarter. I didn't know it was U.S. listed. Okay, so you're looking at a retest of the October 2008 low.
Yeah, I can bring it up in Canada. 1 second. Okay, so I got it in Canada right now. And, that's interesting. So, wow, look at this. This is cool, man.
What?
It's just a different looking chart in Canada. Wow.
Okay,
That's because of so this is wild because of the currency fluctuation.
Yeah. So what's the low there?
It's hugely different. So the low in Canada was $28.79 Canadian. You had a test of 34, and then we just had a rejection right now of 35.85. Well, this is weird, man.
Uh-huh. So it's confusing then. It's not a double confirmation with U.S. versus Canadian listed.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Right. Yeah, you have to. Oh, yeah, that's yeah, that's.
What's your October 2008 low?
It's
what's your
$28.79 Canadian.
Okay, I have 26.37.
Yeah, well, that happens. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back for some numbers after the close. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 8. You got the Nasdaq up 18. S&P's a flat. Gold contract up 240. Silver up 12 cents. And good old King Dollar just has no love, folks. Down 247 ticks at 95,530. We're going to be right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Nick in Tampa. Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Tom O'Brien, it is an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you calling.
No problem. Dude, I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now, and it has just been wonderful. I listen to you, Basil, Andy. You guys do an amazing job.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Kicking into a nice hot July. Become a servant of love. Love is what makes you happy. And if you become a servant of love and your partner becomes a servant of love, the day will come when you can be with your partner with no guilt, no blame, no anger, and no sadness. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials flat, NASDAQ up 16, S&P's flat, gold contract up $2.60, trading at $12.15 an ounce. Silver up 12 cents, $15.69 an ounce. Platinum flat at $900 an ounce. Copper up 2.5 pennies at $2.67 a pound. Light sweet crude up 69 cents, $45.29 a barrel. Notes. 10-year note up 4 ticks, 125.07. 30-year bond up 5 ticks, 152.05. Now both notes and bonds rejected lower price yesterday, did it again today. Bottom line, for higher price, though, they need a sign of strength. King dollar. No bids, no love for King dollar, folks. Down 257 ticks, 95.520. King dollar looks to me right now, it's going to make the run. It's been building cause for a couple weeks to get down to the 92 to the 91 area. And bottom line, looks like that's where it wants to go. It's only has to be down 300 more ticks to break out its last low, which was 95.235. And right now we're at 95.525. The euro broke topside again today. You're at 114.62. The yen is at 113.86. What's going to be interesting about the yen is that we'll see if the yen can handle the swing point that it's going into right now. Now, of course, the yen has everything to do with the metal market. Bottom line, the yen out here today got to a price point of 114.49. Your swing point was 114.37. It rejected it. You're at 113.86. Bottom line, we'll see how this shakes out, but you can't bust them up. Guess what? The yen has been getting weaker since the 14th of June. So you're talking about almost a full month. Each and every day it was going up. That's why I had gold going down every day. Bottom line, went to the top of the range today, couldn't handle it. So we'll see how this shakes out tomorrow. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You have a sideways market out here. S&Ps are down 19 cents. Realistically, though, you got a sideways market. You got to a lower low intraday, 11:30. We basically 5 minutes. You went from 242.55 down to 240.85. Market came all the way back. What that does, though, is that you have a high volume low now intraday that's going to get tested. My take on the SPY, anyway, is that you're going to make your next stop down to 239.95, which is the 29th of June low. Next down would be the 235.43, which is the May 18th low. And then NDX 100 has already hit that level. We go take a look at the Dow Industrials. Dow is set up the exact same way, which you have with the Dow. Dow Industrials got down to 21,279. It closed flat out here today. Bottom line, you have a high volume swing low. This is the second one. The first one was out there on the 29th. I expect both of those are going to get tested. The composite, NDX and the NDX 100, bottom line, continue to lead us down. The composite's up $16 today. You got to a price point of 6,200. We're at 61.93. Now, what 61.93 did do, folks, it was over the high of yesterday. So it's like, okay, this thing wants to try to get up into the 60. Let's see. It looks like, yeah, 62.16, which is, that's another, 23 points. What the composite did also do is that got back over the 50-day moving average, too. Just tucked its head over it, but bottom line got back over it, and there'll be a lot of traders that pay attention to that. NDX 100 up $15. Now, that isn't over it yet. Bottom line, that had broken down, and it broke with conviction. So the NDX had broken with conviction on the 29th of June. That isn't over it yet. We take a look at the 3 Qs inside that correlation of the NDX. And the 3 Qs, up 39 cents. You're at 139.05. You're doing 28 million shares. You're coming into 88 million as well as 109 million. It's going to need a lot more than that. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Okay, so gold and silver, folks, look like they're just about ready to try to make a run. Now, if they're going to make a run, what we should see is that we should see a sign of strength come in these babies and come in them the next couple of days. What gold did yesterday is that it, excuse me, folks, it rejected lower price. Today, you go sideways to slightly higher, $2.10, no big deal. Bottom line, I want to see it get inside 217.80. 217.80 is the swing point that it took out last Friday, because it took it out with conviction. That's when we went from 12.28 to 12.06. We take a look at the silver market, same type of setup inside the silver market. Silver had the flash crash last week. That baby intraday went from a price point of $16.14 to $14.34. Snapback closed out at $15.42. Yesterday had a decent day. Silver has to get back inside $16.12. Right now you're at $15.81. We go take a look at the XAU, the HUI. Now the gold and silver equities, folks, they're leading the contract, and that's a good indication the contract wants to go higher. The XAU is up 50 cents today. It came back inside the range yesterday, the range being $77.46. And that's saying, guess what, man? The XAU is going to make a run for 88. Right now, you're at 80. Gold Bugs Index out here today, up 83 cents. Same type of setup. We got back inside the range, which is 180. We did that yesterday. What I'd love to see tomorrow is a sign of strength. Where the XAU has really broken its downtrend that started out there, the last downtrend, that is on June 6th. The HUI needs a little bit higher price in order to break that trend line from the 204 area. And good old King Dollar, folks, kiss it goodbye. King Dollar is at 95.530 and looks like it's going to break another low, which is 95.225. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Will the S&P 500 continue to climb? For bold trades on U.S. large-cap stocks in either direction, trade SPXL, SPUU, or SPXS. Directions Daily S&P 500 Bull and Bear Leveraged ETFs. Direction leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials closed flat. Yeah, the Nasdaq up 16. S&Ps were flat. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do each and every Tuesday. And don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show right here at TFNN every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Get it right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com. You just hit Tiger TV. Andy also has 2 great newsletters. As you come over to TFNN, you can test drive each one of those newsletters. You just go under newsletters. As you go under newsletters, you're going to see the Technomento Commodity Report. You can test drive that 30 days absolutely free, as well as his new newsletter, Daily Essential Equities. Daily Essential Equities, the daily newsletter, folks. You can come over and test drive it right here, right now. Andy Hecht, what's going on?
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, nice to be back, man.
Did you have a good vacation?
I had a great vacation. Yeah, totally.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's always good to get away, right?
It was pretty cool. It's cool slowing things down. There's no doubt about it, man.
Absolutely. So you missed a lot of stuff while you were gone. I'm sure you didn't miss it, but we certainly missed you. And I guess I want to start off talking a little bit about gold and silver here.
Okay.
I'm a little concerned with the market with these 2 flash crashes. We had one on June 26th, which took gold, where they hit gold at very early in the morning European time. They hit the COMEX futures.
Right.
And then last week, on Thursday night, they hit the silver at a very illiquid time.
And both of them were illiquid times, folks.
Asian time.
Yeah, right.
And actually, they put prints up, Tom. I don't know if you're watching the screen on your vacation, but they put prints up around 1434, 1436.
Yes.
Which they eventually took down. Now, we have heard absolutely nothing out of the regulators.
Right.
Since this. And I think that's very surprising. Very surprising.
Why, though?
Because it felt the 2 of them, listen, I've been trading in these markets. I ran a lot of bullion dealing desks in my life. These were highly manipulative types of situations. A one-off, a fat finger. After the June 26th, I said, this is just poor execution. Someone who didn't know what they're doing.
Don't you think those regulators basically take care of the banks and everyone else? I mean, so what?
You know what? Yes, I do. But these were so stark.
So
and
blatant.
So,
No, I'm with you there.
I mean, there comes a point where the regulators have to say, hey, there's certain things you can't do.
Yeah.
And I'm actually shocked. I wrote an article today. I got it out there. I actually sent it to the chairman of the CFTC.
Good.
And it basically said, hey, speak up. Tell us what's going on.
Right.
Because, manipulation in markets
I
is nothing
agree. I
new.
agree with you. I just, these things, I mean, when they're letting loose on the banks, okay? I mean, they're all about non-regulation. So it's the Wild West, man. That's my take on it.
I understand that. However, when you're going to sell 18,000 lots of gold at 3 o'clock in the morning on COMEX, when you're going to sell 10,000, 8,000 lots of silver, 6,000, whatever it was, 40 million ounces, 50 million ounces of silver, in 1 minute period in Asia where there's absolutely no liquidity.
Yeah.
This is not just manipulation. This is criminal.
Yeah.
This is criminal. It's one thing. I believe all markets are manipulated to some extent.
Sure.
And I think you agree with that.
No, that's for sure. Right.
However, the agencies, whether it's the CFTC, the Bank of England, any of these regulatory bodies, the SFA in London, they're supposed to take care of bad actors. This was bad action. Very bad action.
Listen, man, I totally agree with you. I'd love to see it happen. I have never seen the CFTC basically burn someone in the physical gold or metal market yet. You might have been the last one they burnt. And that's only because you're on the other side of Warren Buffett.
Yeah, I didn't get burned. I did get burned.
No, you
in
know
a way.
what I mean.
Realistically, I felt the hand of the regulator, no question about it.
Right.
And quite frankly, what I did was very, very tame. There would never be a time.
No, I know.
Where I would unleash that kind of volume.
You were just smart. This is a manipulation that has nothing to do with being smart. This had my take on this, folks, is this is deviant, Andy, but when I saw the silver one, I actually liked it. The reason I says, okay, this is great. They're getting freaked out because gold and silver's going higher. They got to jam it down. They got to say this can't happen, man. Do you know what I mean? Because we can't have people believing that there's something wrong.
I don't think it's negative for market action. As a matter of fact, I think silver's going to come storming back.
Yeah,
I
do. I
really do.
Right.
But, as someone who's been in the market for years, I don't like to see this activity happening.
Sure,
It's not. Well, I'll get off my soapbox. I'll get back on it during my show.
That's a good soapbox, man. I agree with you, man. I think it's a great soapbox.
Yeah. I mean, I think something's got to be done, and I have a relationship with the new chairman of the CFTC.
Yeah.
And
good.
I put an article out on Seeking Alpha today, basically telling them, hey, speak up.
Right.
And I sent it to him. I'm going to see what I get back, and I will report back to the listeners the response. No question.
I think that's great, man.
So let's talk about grains, because that is the big news in the world of commodities, Tom.
Yep.
You took off, and so did grains.
There's no doubt, man.
The wheat is running.
Yeah.
As Z just put up in the den, the GFS forecast confirms crop threatening Midwest heat and dryness into late July. This is the key time of the year for growing.
Right.
So, and I've been saying, we've been watching, Tom, for the last couple of years, we've been watching these grain prices just dissolve.
Yep.
And I've been saying to you, hey, I did a little bit of a study when I wrote my quarterly reports. Each quarter, there's 20 million more people on planet Earth.
Each quarter. Wow.
Each quarter.
Yeah.
So since the last drought, there's 400 million more mouths to feed.
Wow.
The world is so reliant on bumper crops.
On cheap food. Yeah, right. Which
bumper
wheat is,
crops
right?
Yeah. Right. Hey, and I have another article that I've been working on for tomorrow. This one you'll be interested in. They legalized recreational marijuana here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And they started selling it at dispensaries on July 1st. And I got to tell you, the lines are around the block.
Is this all of Nevada then, right?
Yeah, all of Nevada.
Okay,
but,
cool.
Las Vegas is,
that's it.
becoming the Amsterdam of the United States now.
Yeah.
But the point is that the dispensaries are running out of
pot,
out of supplies.
Yeah.
So I did another little study here, and the trend right now, you got 29 states where medicinal marijuana is legal,
right?
And you got 5 where recreational is.
Okay.
I think you'd agree. The trend is that eventually this is going to be legal substance like alcohol.
Oh, absolutely, man. Listen, with booze, you get in trouble, man. No one. I've never seen anyone. Well, the bottom line is that booze gets you in trouble. Pot, you're not going to basically crash or get in fights.
Yes.
And, there's
when
a billion
we
things.
get back from the break, I got to tell you what I found. This calculation.
Cool, man. You stay right there. Andy and I are coming right back, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Coming right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts, and keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, and we are talking, right now, we're actually talking pot legalization in Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah.
And the rest of the country. So here's the things I've been thinking about when I was writing this piece, and I want to go through. Bless you. I want to go through this with you. All right. So in 2012, the price of corn soared to an all-time high of around $8.40 a bushel. Right.
Okay.
Soybeans traded just under $18 a bushel, Tom. And in 2008, the all-time high for the price of wheat was over $13 a bushel. Those were pretty high prices, right?
Yes.
All right. The price of 1 gram of pot at a dispensary is $10. It's a little bit more than $10.
$10. Okay.
Okay. That's a gram. There are 453.6 grams in a pound, and there's 60 pounds in a bushel, which means that a bushel of marijuana is worth over $250,000.
Really? Oh my God!
Yes. So
That's
issue,
wild.
Right. So my issue here is, if you're a farmer,
Yeah.
you're a businessman,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And eventually, a lot of the fertile soil in the United States could grow this stuff.
That's crazy.
And yes, this is a very important. There are unintended consequences of this marijuana revolution in the United States.
$250,000 a bushel.
Actually, 272,600 to be exact.
But that means that you got it from
for a bushel.
That's intense, man. Wait, maybe we all better go buy farms, man.
Well, the issue really is that, the price of marijuana is going to come down.
Yeah.
But the price of grains could go up, and the price of fruits and vegetables, because there is nothing out there that a farmer can grow that compares to the price of pot.
But don't you think that, pot's just a weed. Can you go grow plants yourself out there, or is it still illegal to do that?
They grow them in these grow houses, and it's really affected.
But that's only you. Hey, Duffy, can you grow weed in Colorado? I just want to get this in the den, because what I'm thinking is that if you can start growing it yourself, man. What do you need? You don't need a freaking bushel of pot, man. A couple joints will do you. Yeah.
I understand that. But the point is that, supplies, even though they've been growing it for months and months here in Vegas, and outside in other spots in Nevada, the bottom line is they ran out of supplies. What is today? January 11th? They ran out of supplies in a week.
Yeah. See, it's a big deal, man.
It's a big deal, and it's going to change fundamental equations, and there are unintended consequences. So, and look at what a little dry spell in the Midwest is doing to the price of wheat, is doing to the price of corn and soybeans. And, hey, food is important. And then we go back to what I said at the end of the last segment, Tom. 400 million more people eating on this planet since the last drought.
Yeah.
They're staggering numbers.
I know, man. Amazing.
Yeah. Interesting, huh?
Oh,
all right. So
it's really interesting. Hey, so the API numbers just come out too.
Hey, what do you got?
I don't know if I have them yet. Let me go look for them. I was intrigued with that pot
the other thing I wanted to say while you're looking for them is that all of the commodities markets are facing two things going on here. A very weak dollar, which looks to me like it's headed right for 91.88 on the dollar index, and rising interest rates, not just in the U.S., but in Europe too.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a face-off, like a steel cage death match here, because the interest rates are weighing on some of the commodity prices, and the dollar is supporting some of them. And we're going to see a lot more volatility, maybe like what we saw in silver the other night. Across the board in commodities, which tend to be very volatile.
Yeah.
Although silver's a bad example, because I think that was just bad actors.
I don't have this API yet, but I can see that oil's bidding up, Andy.
Oh, so then there was probably a withdrawal, which probably makes some sense here. At prices that we've been seeing lately, I would imagine that shale production is a little bit down. I've been following the contango, and generally when contango goes up,
okay.
In other words, the forward premium for oil goes up in deferred contracts.
Yeah.
It's a bearish sign. It's a sign of too much supplies. But these days, when contango goes up, I view it as a sign that the shale hedgers aren't locking in prices.
Okay.
So I'm kind of looking at the growing contango as almost supportive here, because it just means that I think that it means that inventories will slide a little bit, and maybe even the rig counts will come down.
Well, it is pretty incredible that oil can't move when the dollar keeps wanting to go to lower price. I mean, it's like pretty intense.
Look at gold and silver going down. I've been going down with it.
I know. Well,
Right.
and until last week, all the grains have been going down with it too.
Right. Well,
You know?
yeah. I mean, but the grains are a weather issue. But if you look around at other commodities, copper failed over 270. And that's also, by the way, we could talk manipulation like crazy. By the way, LME stocks in copper were down at like, since the end of June, the last trading day of June, LME copper stocks are up by 31%.
Okay.
So someone threw a whole chunk of stocks in there, probably the Chinese, and the price of copper has come down and failed at 271. So that's manipulative as well, no question.
And then you got, here, what's WTI? One second, let me get it. I just saw this come across. Come on, baby, where are you? Oh. This thing
Your
really,
Bloomberg is faster than my CQG.
Yeah, this thing popped, man. 1 second. Oh, I can't find it again. It just scrolled by.
I'm sure. Maybe someone in the den will put it up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think
you know,
it says
commodities.
45.75. It was closed at 45.33.
It's 45.75.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's resistance over there. 47.32 is the level to watch on the upside. But I'll tell you, Tom, these crack spreads.
Yeah.
Let me put a chart up. They've been telling us that oil's kind of bid here. Look at the gasoline crack spread. I mean, the daily chart. This thing is a beast. I have it up on my screen.
Okay,
here.
I got it. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's gone from $14.84 to $19, and that's the on season. But look at the off season heating oil spread. Even that sucker. Look at that thing.
Okay.
That thing goes from $13.51 all the way up to $17.
Yeah.
That's telling us that demand for oil products is buoyant, and that translates back down to the crude oil itself.
Right.
Because it is the input.
And then you get natural gas. Natural gas seems to be
Natural
holding
gas is
$3
popping today.
deal. Yeah, right.
That's popping up, back up above $3. That got a little bit oversold.
Now that's probably because it's too hot out too, right? I mean, they're going to use.
Well, that feeds into it, but I think that natural gas is the fundamentals have changed there because of this LNG, and we're going to be selling this stuff abroad like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And even Trump last week when he was in Poland, he was trying to talking up LNG and saying that the Poles will be buying liquid natural gas from the United States. They won't have to depend on Putin anymore.
Yeah. Right. No, because over in Europe, I mean, it's much more expensive than we're paying for it. That's for sure.
Oh, right. And not just Europe. In Asia, it's a fortune. Japan, places like that. Put it on vessels. We ship it out. It's a nice margin in that business now.
Big time. 5 o'clock. Can't wait for the show, man. Appreciate all the feedback. Thanks, you.
Tom.
You stay right there, folks. Andy's of course, we're coming back, and then Andy's going to be coming up 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time for a great show for you. Don't forget, right on your cell phone, go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Come right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. So we're going to our man, Mr. John Logan. And, folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you right on the front page, what you're going to see is you're going to see the TAS Market Profile Scanner. Now, you can get a 30-day free trial. John's done an incredible amount of work on this scanner. If you want to bisect and dissect this market very quickly, you have a risk-free trial. Come on over, hit this button. As you hit this button, what you're going to see, it's going to be tomorrow night, 5 to 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you can't make it live, it's going to be on your page. What I'd love you to do is that we have a nice 7-minute film that John put up there to give you an idea of just how this scanner works. That way you can look at the scanner, check it out, have your questions lined up. For what? For tomorrow night, right at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6 o'clock. You want to bisect and dissect this market. John's going to give you a little preview right now of just how powerful this scanner is. John Logan, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. Good to be back with you.
You too, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to have a good time tomorrow night. Just to get right into it, we put some pretty significant things into the opportunity matrix literally over the 4th of July.
Yes.
And what, you know, I love this scanner. I mean, I love the components within it, but the biggest response that we've gotten, you know, over the last year or two was, you know, make it simple. Just kind of point out for those types of people that just want kind of get to the meat of it really quick and be able to drill down, find the opportunity, understand kind of on a ranking system how good of an opportunity it may be.
Right.
Be able to block out things that aren't good opportunities. So we put something into the matrix area of the scanner, and I'm just going to go right into it.
And if you happen to be in your car right now, folks, remember that the program's archived. You can come watch the program. You can fast forward right to this section. You're going to see John and I talking. You're going to see the screen up simultaneously as he walks you through this. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to walk you through the math tomorrow night with this, but I think everybody will definitely get it. And
it's very easy to get. It's very it's amazing, folks. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to walk through the math again tomorrow night. But basically, we've got entry, stop, target here. But we've also got beta 50, so you can see the volatility, current kind of over volatility or under volatility of a stock that meets an opportunity relative to the market. But we've also got something that we put in here called a Q score. So that's a quality score. And what that's a function of is a function of our risk reward of the stock. And that's a function, obviously, of target minus entry divided by target minus stop. And we've also got something called a relative performance percentage. Now, when we you and I, we know when the market goes up for a couple of weeks, it kind of weeds out some things that aren't really wanting to cooperate, and
yes,
same things going down, stocks that want to hang in there. So we put an RPC value in there, a relative performance percent column to identify quickly for the trader what is the stock doing relative to the market over the last 3-week rolling time frame. So we go back in time to create an average of that, which smooths it out. So it gives you basically a relative strength or relative weakness type value of what your stock's doing in the opportunity relative to the market. Now, when you step back and say, how do I find the best trades, all things considered? So you'd want to look at the risk reward multiplied times the relative performance of the stock relative to the market and develop a score. So when in the scanner, what I'm showing right now is I can come in and sort from the weakest stocks relative to the market, taking into consideration the risk reward scenario on top of the opportunity itself, all the way up into the stocks that are really acting well relative to the market. So the ones in the middle here are kind of, it's a little bit more of it's an opportunity. It's a great opportunity relative to the market profile information. But when you get on the wings here and look at stocks like, CVX is a short opportunity right now. It's proclaimed in the scanner to be that way. Just for example, it's a stock that's been relatively weak relative to the market, and now it's a short candidate. And you've got, more importantly, a chance to enter the trade, put the stop in, and understand where the targets are. So this type of grid, and on the other end of this.
Oh, I just lost him. Okay, so, as John's going through this, folks, what you have is this. He is a great trader, extensive programmer. And what he put together, he used a lot of different terms there. So if you happen to be in your car, you have a lot of different terms. The software itself, you are hitting 2 buttons, and all that information is right in front of you. That's the amazing part about what this software does. As he was explaining that, of course, he was explaining exactly how he put it together, so that you can understand what is behind it. Okay, the thing that's so cool about this, and as he was just talking as to the short positions and the long positions, what ends up happening is that now all you do is you bring the matrix up, and as you bring the matrix up, in fact, I can bring this up on this side as we're talking about this. As you bring the matrix up, what ends up happening is that you are basically hitting one button, and it is telling you on the top side of that, if you are looking to be a buyer, on the bottom side of that, if you're looking to be a seller, or vice versa. It's just like like on a spreadsheet, you can basically, you hit one button, and it will basically reverse all the deals. Now I'll bring this up, and we'll put this over here so you can see what I'm talking about. Now the system that you are going to get. And he's talking about tomorrow night is unsend that is a system just like this is just one more column that's added. So that's what you're looking at. What you'll see at the very top of it. Bottom line, you want to set up longs. The bottom of it, you want to set up shorts. In the middle, as John just said, those are all good trades because this is scanning the full S&P 500, the full NASDAQ scans. In fact, it scans the whole world, folks. Okay, if that's what you'd like, but applicable to us, that's what it is. That's what it's scanning. Huge piece of software. You can bisect it, dissect. What I do with this is at first I bring up parameters that I'm looking for. Then I turn around and take a look at the charts singularly to see, okay, where it's at. What John has done here is that he's put this together to such a point that here's the buy, here's your price projection, here's your sell, and what he was talking about, and this is really a big deal, when he's talking about the relative strength, what he's talking about is that here's the individual equity, here is the relative strength of the marketplace. So let's say that the market is going up 1% every day. And if the stock that you're looking for, is going up 1.5% every day, what ends up happening on a pullback, that's the stock that you want. Because relative to the market, it is 50% stronger than the market. If you're looking to short a position, what ends up happening is just the opposite. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. The way you get into this workshop, you come over to our website at TFNN. You see it right on the front page. You'll see the TAS Market Scanner, 30-day free trial. You can set it up right now. Coming right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Join Andy Hecht as he shows you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We got our man, Mr. John Logan. And John, I was showing them, as I know you put so much information in the computer of yours that it just got tired and wanted a little nap. I had brought up my TAS scanner, and I was showing them specifically, I know there's another couple buttons, but I was showing them what we were talking about, meaning the how you can take the top, take the bottom, take the Q score. Move on. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I forgot where I got.
We were talking about the aspect whether if you're going long, your Q score would be higher at the top, and if you're going short, you'd have a more negative Q score, which is really cool, folks. Because I was saying to them, John, I know you were explaining all the math behind it, but I was just explaining to them, hey, folks, it's one button you're hitting.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a one column that kind of says it all,
which is great. I know, it's amazing, man.
So I mean, there's a lot to think about if you want to think about a lot within the scanner, but this one really kind of gets to the heart of it pretty quickly. And the opportunities are there. They they really have always been there, but they've been whittled down even more so, and they've been ranked in a way that really incorporates a relative strength, relative weakness trading system. I mean, the best portfolio managers out there in the world, they find out stocks that are, you know, anomalies relative to the market, whether they're weak or strong, and they take advantage of them, and those are the stocks that are showing themselves. So this calculation keeps that in mind and allows you to look at stocks in that sense, but at the same time, you know, understanding which ones of them are long and which ones are short candidates, and more importantly, where to enter it, where to play defense, and where your initial potential target might be.
You know what's amazing about this, folks? Okay, so as John just explained that, picture this. This is how much the trading business has changed, that you can test drive right now probably one of the best professional systems that are on the marketplace, and that's no BS. And we're retail traders. That's almost unheard of. I mean, think about that, John, right? Because, I don't care what manager that you read about, folks. Everyone's always looking for the edge, and one of the biggest edges because this is over a period of time, okay? Because mathematically, over a period of time, statistics work. Bottom line, as John just explained, well, guess what? Relative strength inside the marketplace, weeding out the stronger versus the weaker versus the market is the big deal. It just is.
Yeah, but a lot of people, Tom, or a lot of supposed systems out there. It's easy to kind of like say, "Oh God, the market's going up and the stock's not."
Yes,
but you incorporate balanced, imbalanced areas and major inflection points to kind of put where to enter the trade, where to play defense. Those are also factored into this equation,
which is huge.
It's huge. I mean, this is kind of all things considered, and looking in that quality score and really being able. I mean, you can actually there's a sliding range we put in there to really whittle out things that are opportunities on top of all this that you can actually kind of block out some of those too. Now, if the final trump card is if you're looking at our weekly, daily breath and understanding that when those things are both positive or both negative, you've also got the broad market tone in your favor. And why not just look at the opportunity matrix and block out the short side or the long side altogether from those particular opportunities? So then it's all about trying to whittle down into a world of higher probabilities, and that's what this thing does for you, in my opinion.
Pretty amazing. So, folks, the way you can come in this workshop, you come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to be right on the front page. And right on the front page, you're going to see the TAS Profile Scanner, 30 days absolutely free. Go do it, folks. You're going to love it that you did it. Trust me on this. John Logan, thank you so much. Of course, I'll probably talk to you a little bit later. And, of course, tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, man. Beautiful thing.
Sounds good, Tom.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Folks, stay right there. I'm Mr. Andy Hex coming up next. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And we look forward to speaking to you right here at 9 o'clock in the morning. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.